Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the post-strike streams where I, a voice actor, am no longer on strike, but I'm still playing this game. Who knows why? Let's find out. So how are we all doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome to this Tuesday edition. Tuesday. Get it? Because it sounds like a 2 and it's the 22, so it's like 2 2s and it's 2 o'clock on 2-2. Lovely to see you all here. Seriously, there's a whole bunch of you here. Oh my gosh, I think I need to say hi to some people before you all fill up the chat. So hi Kieran and Miss Wannykins, and Confused Paladin and Kevin and Team Flair. And hang on, Zonda was here somewhere, and I saw Skywatcher High, yeah, and let me know. Oh, and Zach is here as well. Oh my gosh, everyone really is here. Everyone's here. Oh my gosh. Well, if everyone could click like on the video right here, right now, that would be a lovely and wonderful and amazing thing. If everyone who had come by to say hi could also use their YouTube account privileges to give a thumbs up to this video, then that would be so hugely appreciated. So lovely to see you all. Am I here or am I not here? I thought I said hi to you, Zonda. Well, anyway, Bug. Oh no, wait, I said, like, I think I saw you here? I'm sorry, that's probably what you were referring to. 10-second delays are fun. So anyway, Bug. Satella, hello. Satella, hello, I don't know. Anyway, hi, welcome everyone, welcome. Back to, no, I did all that, didn't I? So anyway, Bark, lovely to see you here. Seriously, it really is lovely having so many of you here on a Tuesday. So let's get into the game, and maybe we can assign some teams and stuff like that. Lots to talk about today because this morning there was a special Pokemon Presents presentation, putting the presents in presentation, or the present in presentation. Anyway, Bark. So we'll talk about that, I'm sure, today. Plenty. We'll kind of work our way through it as we work our way through the Dynamax Adventures. The presents had such awesome news, and one of them near your birthday. Ooh, now that's very cool. But yeah, no, that sounds exciting. I thought, I'll just say very quickly before we get on to the team things, I thought it was really solid. I talked about yesterday how people always kind of hype them up as if they're supposed to be, like, as big as a Nintendo Direct, and it's like, no, a Nintendo Direct is talking about, like, video games for the video game console you have, and, you know, and there are, like, so many different possibilities of what can show up because Nintendo has so many IPs. A Pokemon Presents is information for a multimedia company. The thing I always want to remind people is Pokemon is a multimedia franchise. It's not a gaming franchise that, like, dabbles in some other stuff. It's a multimedia franchise. I know that, like, almost everything ultimately stems from the games, like, oh, you don't get a new Pokemon if it doesn't appear in the games first. But Meltan then came along, so, you know, So anyway, it's just, you always have to think of it from the lens of being a multimedia franchise, a multimedia company. You know, like, you know, Star Wars isn't a movie franchise. It's movies and televisions and toys and games and comics and everything else. And just the same with Pokemon is the same as, like, Marvel and Star Wars and you know, everything else. Okay. So anyway, but anyway. But like, sort of, you know, a lot of Nintendo fans will get upset that they don't announce, like, 9 Pokemon games for the Nintendo Switch, and I said, as long as you don't view it through that lens, like, you'll be fine. And I thought, viewing it through that lens, it was actually pretty solid. I thought there was a lot of good stuff in there. I think they keep them at a nice snappy pace, and we'll talk about that all later. So, Kiba, saying hello. Kiba, my name is Bo. Right, okay, so chat, my lovely chat. Let's actually get into the team assignments, and then we'll talk about the direct and the presentation. But I wanted to say, but what did you guys think, just as, like, an overall, like, we'll talk about specific parts of it, so, you know, we'll talk about the big Mega Evolution reveal and everything later, but just as an overall thing, how did you find it? How did you enjoy it? Or just how did you find the various, like, announcements from it as an overall and general thing? My current tickets are for Tapu Bulu, Thunderous, and Katana. Could you please let me know if you're able to do any of these, if you'd like to play along, which ones can you do? Can you please say strike in big capital letters? I can do, and then let me know who you can do out of Tapu Bulu, Thunderous, and or Kartana. So strike, I can do, Tapu Bulu, and or Thunderous, and or Kartana. Ready, set, Bo! Xander's like, I liked it! Sorry, that if you don't understand that reference, that might sound like I'm mocking Xander, but and that was a terrible impression. I'm hoping Kevin gets it. Is Kevin here? I was like, oh wait, hang on, Kevin might be the only person who gets the reference. I like it! No, that's terrible. I still can't do the impression. But hopefully it's close enough for Kevin to get the reference. Hopefully. Right, let's see what we got here. Kevin, Thunderers, any... Okay, so we do have some people... Oh, man. If only we had... the Barney thing. Good, you get it. I hate it. I think about that so much. They're like, I like it. I like it. I hate it. Anyway, Mark. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so maybe if we have like Thunderous second because of Kevin and his need for sustenance, but maybe we could do something up. Maybe we could do something like Tapu Bulu first or something, and then we could like work our way to Thunderous afterwards or something like that. Maybe. Yeah, unless there's anyone else. If there's anyone else, speak up now or forever hold your peace. But yeah, let me get the old spreadsheet. I don't know if Kramin is lurking away in the background or whether I should have been filling in the spreadsheet this whole entire time. Oh, for a second I was like, oh no, I have to fill in the spreadsheet. But Kramin, you did it. Hello, Kramin. Kramin, the one primary thing you mentioned yesterday where I was like, ooh, that's a good shout. The Nintendo Switch games. The GameCube, Nintendo Switch 2 games, they didn't put a release date for them. I really thought we were going to get a Colosseum date. We did not. That did shock me, so I guess we might not get those for a little while. So, yeah. But there we go. For you, the director's meh. How dare. But that's like, but again, you have to kind of, you have to understand, it's like, if you think of Pokemon as a multimedia company, how much of Pokemon multimedia are you actually interested in? And that's what you have to view it through the lens of. So anyway, chat. Yeah, maybe if we start with like the Bulu first. I know Kartana is probably a better one to go for, but yeah. But yeah, let's go with Team 1. Let's have like Kieran, Team Flare, and Skywatcher. Does that sound okay? And then for Team 2, we'll have Kevin and a Thunderous, and maybe we'll have Kieran or something. We'll figure it out. So here we go. If we get all the Mario parties from the GameCube on Nintendo Switch 2, that will be wonderful. I do kind of wish they revealed more than one new Mega. I know! It sort of makes me wonder how many are they going to introduce and how many are they going to reveal, because we're like 3 months away from the game. So it's like, well, how many are they going to reveal? How many are they going to be? Maybe they're not going to reveal them all, like this time. Maybe, because like when Sun and Moon came out, they revealed all the regional variants except for the Geodude family. All the others had been revealed officially beforehand. So you didn't like have any surprise from like seeing the regional variants. Oh, there's a Meowth, there's a Grimer, there's Rattata. Like they were all, you know, sort of spoiled for us essentially. So but anyway. So chat. Yeah, please do not discuss leaks or things which you suspected leaks. That was the word. I kept thinking suspicious, but I was like, no, it's not suspicious. And my brain was like, suspicious. No, it's not suspicious. Suspected. Please do not discuss leaks or suspected leaks. Yeah. Anyway, Bark. So here we go. Chat, my lovely chat. So Team 1, Tapu Bulu, Kieran, Team Flare, and Sky. Please, let's connect to the internet. Let's do this thing. We're kind of running a minute or two late now. Again, so much to talk about today. So much to talk about. Again, because there was a lot of stuff in there. And here's the thing. I think there was a lot of variation in there as well, which was, like, pretty cool. So yeah, I thought it was solid because of like how much different stuff they had in there, and I feel like they had like more appealing stuff than normal. You know, I feel like usually there's like a lot of like mobile game stuff, and then there's like a Switch game or two. So 0722 0210. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. So there we go. Mega Dragonite, yes. Flygon might. They might still have Flygon. Who knows? But yeah, no. So let's work our way through the Pokemon World Championships. Are in Anaheim, kind of local to me. Am I gonna go to them? No. But good for the people who are local here. Like, good for Faye for not having to go a bajillion miles to do something Pokemon related for once. So, Sayo and Flare and Amber. Excellent. Okay, perfect. So Tapu Bulu, super duper mega weak to Poison. Le Poisson. We don't have time for singing. Or to break copyright if I start singing too much of it. But no, so Poison is very, very good. But also Fire, Ice, Flying, Steel. Because it's Fairy, but it doesn't know any Fairy moves. So we need to watch out for Grass, Bug, and Fighting, though. Okay? It is a Grass and Fairy, but type move-wise, we need to watch out for Grass, Bug, and Fighting. But yeah. And if we can go like special over physical, that's like a little bit better, I think. But let's see what we've got here. Okay, Barrascuda, no. Mimikyu is nice, though, and then Claydol's not that great. Yeah, these... Oh, okay. Togedemaru has Poison Jab, and it is a Steel type, so it's got Steel and Poison, which is quite nice. Yeah, not the best opening options here. I won't lie. Sword and Shield looks off on Switch 2. Are you playing it on Switch 2 now, then, Team Flare? Right. Oh, hang on. I need to pay attention. I was going to look at chat, and then I was like, no, I need to pay attention to the game. Right. Ice is to the left, so Ice is nice with extra rice. And then there is Absol, who does have, like, Fire Blast. And then there is an Armaldo and Amoonguss. Oh, Amoonguss has Poison. Oh, we can go Amoonguss. Let's go all the way to the left. Let's do my favorite path, which is left, 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 left. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to leave Sword and Shield on my original Switch, but then Scarlet and Violet I will put on Switch 2 whenever I get a Switch 2. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Small shiny guy, hi! Quick reminder, if you are just joining, please click like on the video. It helps tremendously. Loads of people have come by to say hi already today, and let's make the most of that, shall we? Right, Dynamax Energy. Dynamax Energy! I'm gonna max Phantasm. More like Donate Plasm. And then we can get this Cryogonal. Cryogonal does have very weak physical defense, so if you can go physical, please do it. Do it! But yeah, Pokemon World Championships. They're local. That's kind of cool. And then they advertised all the animation stuff. Again, this is why I thought it was like cool, because they had like animation stuff. You know, they had Concierge, and we finally got news about the Aardman series. I was hoping we would get the Adventures of Wallace without Gromit, but it would just be Wallace from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. But nevertheless, it still looked fun. No, that was just my joke from like a year ago when they announced it. But, you know, Concierge... I watched Concierge when it came to YouTube earlier this year. It was really charming and lovely and wonderful. And Season 2 looks charming and lovely and wonderful as well. So I'm glad we're getting more Concierge. I hope we keep getting more Concierge. It's nice. It's cozy. It's lovely. Ironhead, more like Judge Dredd. And then the Sirfetch'd and Pichu. That was very... What's really interesting... It's interesting having, like, two different stop-motion series, but Sirfetch'd and Pichu, what an interesting combination. What wacky adventures will they get on? What is up with that? I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but it looks fun. We'll have to wait until we see more, until we actually see more of, like, the Sirfetch'd and the Pichu. But Aardman are good. I trust Aardman. Aardman are excellent at, like, non-vocalized storytelling, which is good in the world of Pokemon. A bunch of animals that kind of say their own name or just make animal noises, depending on which iteration of Pokemon you're following. So yeah, I think they both look cute. I did like the Wooloo enjoying the grass while the pot having fight it. It was an interesting like way to reveal it, wasn't it? Like it didn't have. In some ways, it was very British, which you know, Aardman are like a British animation company. for those who don't know. I mean, I think it's quite obvious. If you know them, you probably know they're British. But yeah, I feel like instead of having like a load of like quick cuts to like a load of, you know, exciting or emotional things, it's just a Wooloo eating grass with like, you know, a leek leaf in the background and like a Pichu occasionally going by with a bunch of noises. I don't know why, that's just very British, I think. So yeah, they're both very cool. Yeah, girls, the unique. Hello, welcome, lovely to see you as well. Oh my gosh, loads of people coming here. By the way, we do want this Cryogonal. I don't know who. I would say either myself or Claydol. Maybe Claydol because of the health. I will throw my hat in the ring if... because what was the other thing? What was the other thing at the end where I was like, oh, that looked pretty good? I can't remember. Oh, the Amoongus. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have gone for that, but I just wanted to make sure we definitely did get it. But if Flare switches for this one... If Flare switches now, though, this will still be fine. It's not a problem. If we go for, like, the Absol here... then this will honestly be fine. This isn't a bad thing. Admittedly, yeah, it would have been better if I'd have left alone, and I do apologize for not just leaving it alone. But with the 10-second delay and stuff, I just didn't know what everyone was doing, and I do apologize. You still have Dragon Sandwich. Ooh, that's good. Samira, hi. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Never been a Wallace and Gromit kind of person, but it looked fun. Ooh, interesting. Xander, the hammer. No, I'm kidding. We do not accept Wallace and Gromit slander here. No, I am kidding. No, that's fair enough. It kind of depends. It depends on which ones you watch and stuff like that. I do think the first one is probably just like the most like vanilla or like milquetoast of them. So if you say watched Wallace and Gromit in chronological order, you'd probably watch the first one and just be like, yeah, like fine. But like the wrong trousers is where Wallace and Gromit like ups its game. So please Dynamax if you can Dynamax, because we need to make sure that Amoongus is our 4th place Dynamaxer. This backpacker gave me guard. Oh yeah, what did everyone get as their items? I did not see. I didn't actually look at what everyone's items were, because like so many people are in chat. I'm having to look at chat a lot more than I normally do. But yeah, so the animated stuff, I think that was cool. And then they announced, I don't know if this had been really like announced before, or if there had been some leak of it before in like copyright documents or anything like that. But the Poké Park, the Poké Park place they announced, that looks kind of interesting, right? The only thing that looked a bit, I don't know the word to say this, not off, but just a bit lacking, perhaps is the word. The only thing that was perhaps a bit lacking about it was if you just have sort of like Pokemon like statues everywhere, like it almost looked like you needed some kind of like animatronic or something like that, you know, something where like the Pokemon just have a little bit of movement. Like if you're walking through the forest section, like it looked like you'd benefit from having the Pokemon just move like a little bit. It doesn't have to be like crazy. I'm not saying you need like a dancing Pikachu being like, oh, hi kitties, or anything like that, but just something where, you know, like their tails go back and forth or their heads turn or something like that, you know. But other than that though, I thought it looked cool. And yeah, it'd be nice if we got it in other places in the world. Genius in Math, hello, welcome. Animatronic like FNAF. Maybe not like that, exactly. I just mean, you know, like on those, you know, the Donkey Kong roller coaster ride or something, I don't know. But lovely to see you guys. Theo is here as well. If everyone who was saying hi right now liked the video, we would have a lot of likes on this video. So if you have not clicked like on the video yet, I really would appreciate it if you did. Xander is in 1st place right now, apparently, as well. But yeah, apparently there have been like at least 14 people chatting so far. So I hope we have at least 14 likes. But anyway, 5 nights at Pikachu's. Exactly. Right, Absol is weak. Can we... so we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. 5 Nights at Freddy's. I'm trying to think, are there any Pokemon that have E's at the beginning of their name? Oh, I can't think if there is now. I can think of Pokemon that have like E at the beginning of names, like Electrike or Electros or whatever. But are there any E's Pokemon that have E's as their first sound? So if we Claydol switch, if Claydol switches, that'll be good. Claydol switch, and then you'll have her. Yeah, nice. Team Flare, I trust you to do whatever you think is best here, but I will say this. I think if you use 1 max darkness first, right? So if we go left for the Amoonguss here, if we go left for Amoonguss, but I think if you use 1 max darkness first, and then you use a max flare, that will be a bit better than just opening up with, like, the max flare or whatever. Because, if you lower the special defense on it, like, I have special moves, and Indeedee has special moves, so, and Amoonguss is quite bulky, so if we drop that special defense a stat first, I'm sure we would probably win if we, like, set up the sun and then just kept attacking it, but I think if we lower the special defense first, we might even be able to 2-turn it. I could be wrong, forgive me if we now lose this, and I'm a big idiot. So, yeah. But yeah. I know loads of people. There's old friends and new friends and even a bear. Actually, have we had a bear Pokemon yet? I don't think we have. But when a bear shows up, we're going to be very excited. Okay. So the Poke Park. Yeah, that was a nice... thing, basically. I thought that was a nice little surprise. I'm not sure if that was something that had been kind of revealed anywhere, but I thought it looked cool. It looked nice. You know, if you're in the area, go support it whenever it comes out, whenever it opens. Right, Shadow Ball. Oh no, Psychic would have been... doesn't it have Expanding Force or something? But nevertheless, right, Iron Head, more like a Judge Dredd. We're still going to beat this in 2 turns, aren't we? Here's the Max Darkness. But yeah, but Indeedee does have Stab super effective with like a Psychic move, right? I thought it did have a Psychic move. I thought it did have like Expanding Force or something. No, not Giga Drain. That's Giga Lame. Okay. Right, Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. We should be able to beat... If we did over half the health while using, like, Max Darkness, we'll definitely 2-turn this. That should be fine. But yeah, so then they sort of proceeded to kind of then go into, like, a lot of the mobile games where they sort of began with Pokemon Go, where the end of the Gigantamax, where there's going to be, like, Eternatus, and you can get a free... Did everyone who played Pokemon Go begin their quest for a free Gigantamax Pokemon? They were giving away a free Gigantamax. It's so annoying. I went out for a walk afterwards, but I didn't see where the research was, and I, like, didn't tick off any of the... You know, I need to, like, collect some MP from the max spots. Oh, wow, yeah, okay, that Max Darkness certainly did the trick. But yeah, definitely like redeem that thing, because you do need to like do a few quests before. You don't just get the Gigantamax Pokemon right away. You have to like do some stuff to like earn it, and you only have like a month to get it, by the way. You only have like 33 days or something like that. So make sure you get that in your game, redeem that code, and then get to work on that quest. You know, do a few Dynamax battles, collect some MP, whatever you have to do. But yeah, I didn't tick off any of the first stuff. So Indeedee switch, Indeedee and Skywatcher. No, I didn't, not Skywalker, Skywatcher switch, because then you'll have a poison type, and that's very good against Tapu Bulu. Yeah. Okay, guys, we have a really good team here. This is a nice... So if we use like the Max Ooze, but with Venoshock, that's going to be like ×4 super effective. It's going to boost our special attack. That's going to help Absol's Fire Blast. It's going to help my Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. And Togedemaru has Poison Jab. We have a really good team here. So you have to redeem a code to... No, not for Eternatus, no. Eternatus is going to... I think Eternatus is just going to be like, you know, available for free as like just part of the natural quests in the game. You do have to, if you want to fight the like Eternatus form, like the sort of the eternal Eternatus form, I forget what it's called now. That I think is like going to be battleable in battles. You can't catch it, but you can battle it to get like extra stuff. But no, I'm just talking about for the G-Max Rillaboom. They're offering a G-Max Rillaboom, a G-Max Cinderace, or a G-Max Inteleon, and you can pick one and get it for free. So if you don't have any friends, or you live in like a village and you can't do the Gigantamax raids, like I haven't really been able to do many of the Gigantamax Pokemon. I've only been able to do like 2 or 3 of them or something like that. I do not have any of the like Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon. So I now will be able to get a Rillaboom without having to have friends. Isn't that great? Eternamax Eternatus. Okay, there we go. So yeah. But yeah, so if you want a free Gigantamax Pokemon, a Gigantamax Galar starter in your game, redeem that code, get to work. Let's get down to business. To defeat Eternatus. Get to work. And then they reeled through all the mobile games. Again, like, you know, Nintendo fans and other people who just don't really like Pokemon that much will whinge, like, oh, they spend all this time on mobile games. I looked at it. It was about 3.5 minutes. Oh, no, Cryogonal, no, Cryogonal, old buddy, old pal. Poison is ×4 super effective. Dang, right, Fire Blast. But we've done half the health, so this is good. This is very good. And then here's the Max Ooze. This is going to boost the special attack. I wish my special attack was boosted, but never mind. We're definitely going to 2-turn this. But yeah, I know Pokemon. So then they just reeled through all the mobile games, like, you know, they like Masters EX and Unite and Cathay and Sleep and TCG. Again, they got through 5 games in 3.5 minutes. That's like 300. That's like what is that? Like, that's like 200 seconds, 5 games. That's like an average of like 40 seconds per game. Again, like if people are moaning about like 3.5 minutes of their life out of like a 24-minute presentation being wasted, I don't know what to tell you. I think maybe people who moan about that might just be miserable. Like miserable people who might need some kind of help. So anyway, Poison Jab, more like my lab. Should start shiny hunting megas for ZA. Ooh. Wow, no, but ZA is going to be busted for shiny hunting megas. That's kind of the fun. Oh my gosh, okay, that's annoying. Absol, no, that's absolutely terrible. And the storm rages on. No, Horn Leech, more like, don't drink bleach. Dang. Okay. But here's the Max Ooze. This is going to get us the win. Team 1, without being too overconfident. We did it! Well done, everyone. So, if you have it, though, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, please. If you haven't already, please click like on the video, but get those emojis in, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Yeah. Well done, Team 1. That was fun. Excellent work. Oh, Miss Wannykins, I think I meant to ask you a question. You just commented about Masters EX, right? Did you comment on... I'm trying to think it was... I think it was you, right? There was someone I, like, recognized when I looked at basically, there was, like, a voice clip video for Bede in the last skin he had. And I won't say much more than that, but I think you did post on like a video with like all the voice clips of like the last skin of Bede, right? I think that like I think it. Now that I'm thinking, like was that you that I remember seeing? There was like a video and you commented about me specifically. I think that was you. But forgive me if I'm thinking of like someone else who used to come into the chat and stuff like that. Right, Cryogonal is a no. Absol is absolutely not shiny. Basically you were correct, kind of thing. Like there are some people who like didn't know, but you were correct, and you know, sort of. And I do appreciate that you were nice and were supportive of me and stuff like that. So I do basically just I appreciate your support. Like it was nice seeing that comment where you were like, "Oh, no bow," and stuff like that. So thank you. I'll just say that. I won't say anything more. But yeah. So thank you. It was nice seeing you, and I do really appreciate the support. And yeah. Right. So okay. Krogan no, absolutely no. Among Us is also a no. But will we get the Black Bulu? No! Oh, but I want a shiny whilst there's like loads of people here. So with the strike over, hopefully, you know, things will change in the future, but we'll have to see. But yeah, the strike's been a hard time. Coming up on a year since it, I mean, it's over now, but we're almost at a year since it started, despite it ending only recently. Kroganor, no. Absol, no. Among Us, no. Tapu Bulu, no. So thank you, Miss Warnikins. I very much appreciate it. And I'm glad I did remember specifically that it was you and I didn't confuse you with someone else. You know. And, like if you're like, no, that wasn't me, and then like Cheese comes into the comments and is like, that was me. So yeah, Tapu Bulu, no. Kroganor, no. Absol, no. Among Us, no. But yeah, anyway, let's just check some natures quick. I'm just going to do this by careful, calm, lax, boo, and then adamant. No, why didn't we get an adamant shiny? But yeah, okay, so careful, and God, these are both terrible. I think I'm going to have to go for the Among Us, because it looks pretty sus to me. So there we go. No, well, that's like Miss Waddykins. I was like curious to hear what it sounded like, and again, I won't say. I'm not going to say too much like publicly about it or anything. But I did just want to be like. But I don't have a way to like message you. I don't think. I mean, forgive me if you are like on one of the social media platforms I use. But even so, like, I'd still kind of need. I want to be. I want to be careful about what I say publicly and stuff like that. But basically, just I appreciated your comment and I appreciate the support, and yeah, and your comments today. Like, thank you for them, because please know I do really appreciate them, and it meant a lot to me. So right, Among Us has been sent to a box. He's been sent to a box. He's been sent to a cardboard box. Wait, is Team Rust the Mafia? You don't realize that Pokemon Legends EA is secretly a Yakuza game? Apparently, there are like Yakuza vibes in it, is what I've heard. But right, we'll get back to the presents in a minute. But I do need to quickly check. Maybe we'll try and aim for Thunderous next, but we could do Kartana. Out of Kartana and Thunderous, who can... out of like Kartana and Thunderous, who can... do those. Do those. Could you please let me know? Ready, set, bow. We're going to say strike. And then you're going to say the number of times you played, strike 0 or strike 1. And then you're going to say if you can do Thunderous and or Kartana. Okay? Okay. So we've got Kevin for the Thunderous. Kieran is very kindly can do anything. Sky can do anything. Oh, Kiba, dooba doo day, dooba 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 doo day. Do we? I think we might have to do. Actually, no. I tell you what I'm gonna say here. Could we do Kevin, Kiba, and Kieran, the Special K team, because like Thunderous is the one that out of all of them Kieran kind of like needs the most. Like Kieran's strike 1 is a bit different than like Team Flare's strike 1 or Sky's strike 1, but then you guys in the strike 1s, you can then be in the like Kartana team if we don't have other people come along. Does that sound okay? So hang on a sec. So hang on, I'm just going to check the... Yeah, okay, Kramins have filled that in. So yeah, I will provisionally put like Sky and Team Flare in Team 3. So for Team 2, Thunderous, that's right now. We're going to have Kevin, Kiba, Kieran. And then Team 3, Kartana, we'll have Sky and Team Flare if like a bunch of people don't show up in the next like 20 minutes. But based on how today is going, that could happen. But if that's all okay, then let's proceed with that, if that sounds good. So, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of Tapu Bulu? Yes, I would. And then, so Team 2, Special K Team, could you please make sure you are connected to the internet? Could you talk to the nice scientist lady? We're going to go anything goes, but I'm going to say Thunderous. Maybe we'll get the slightly purple Thunderous, or maybe I should call it the violet Thunderous. I think slightly purple Thunderous is like too silly and funny to not say now. 02350722. So 02350722. That's going to be the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. And here we go. No, that's okay, Miss Swannikins. It's just lovely to have you here because it's been a while. How are things in the working world? Because again, I'm now going to go. I'm going to go double or nothing here. Like I remembered successfully that it was you in the comment I saw, like randomly online. Like I saw you out in the wild. I'm now going to double or nothing because it has been a while and we have played this mode with like over 100 people. Or are we approaching 150? I can't remember. It's like over 100. But I just want to remember, you do work in, like, law and lawyering and lawyer stuff, so how are things in the world of law? If I have remembered you specifically correctly, and if you're like, no, I'm a brain surgeon, I apologize. Okay, so Bo, Kieran is funny for the money, Kevin, and then we got Cuba. You're in motorcycles. Who was the lawyer person? See, why did I double or nothing? We're not going to do any science today. Can't afford to gamble. Motorcycles. Okay, I don't think we ever talked about your professional life then. I feel like I'd remember that. That's cool. Oh, well then how are things in the world of motorcycles? That's cool. I'm pretty sure, I feel like I'd have remembered that if we'd talked about that. I'm mixing up with people's careers. I'm mixing up with the codes. You guys know Thunderous just quickly. Rock and Ice are super nice. Ground types are brilliant. Lightning Rod, Manectric, Cantonian Raichu. Shout out to Volt Absorb Lantern. Dragon, Grass, other electric types are okay defensively if we need them desperately. Watch out for Sludge Wave, Poison Spread Damage, Weather Ball and Rain Dance for Water Weather Ball, Rain Dance and Thunder for 100% accurate Thunder. Watch out for Discharge when it's using generative AI, and that's just about it. Right, here we go. Marowak. Watch out for the Marowak attack. Dedenne does have the resistance, plus it does have entrainment strats. Drudigan also resists electric, so this isn't too bad. I think Dedenne could be a bit better because of the entrainment strats, but honestly though, this isn't too bad. This isn't a bad start. Hopefully we get some better things to switch for. Like, yeah, definitely Cuba, we're gonna switch. Regardless of whether you have, like, Exeggutor or Thievel. I don't think you want Basculin. You could have Basculin because, like, oh, it could help me get a ground type, but, business is booming in the East Coast. Well, that's good. Learn some new accounting skills. That's close to lawyering, right? See, I'm kind of close. No, I'm kidding. Who am I thinking of who did the... I'm trying to think who was the lawyer, but it's been a while. Right, Dreadnought, no. The right side's terrible. Left side is definitely going to be the way to go, at least. Yeah, okay, left side's definitely the way to go. Porygon. Oh, we could have Porygon. Porygon's pretty solid. It has Ice Beam. Like, Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. That could work. Samira, I feel like you're a theatre kid, and I mean that in a good way. Now, are you saying that to someone in chat, or are you saying that to me? If it's me, I'll talk about that in a sec. Neuron, activation on Porygon. Lexi, hello. Hi, I don't remember when I was here, but we're 20 years old now. Lexi! Happy 20 years old. Okay, Dynamax, hang on. I need to pay attention for a sec, because I get distracted by too many things going on at once. Yes. But Lexi, lovely to see you. Very nice to have you. Birthday was the 10th. So you are 12 days or 20. Well, lovely to see you. Lots of people here. So if everyone who hasn't liked the video could like the video, let's just do a quick like guilt tripping the fan base. Guilt tripping the fan base says we should have at least Oh, 18 likes. We should have at least 18. Can we get it up to 80? 80? No, I'm kidding. That's a bit ambitious. But anyway, Bark, let's get back 18. Good. But no. Let's get back to the presents quickly, because but yeah. So the mobile games, like just the regular mobile games, 3.5 minutes. It's like 42 seconds per game. Like, come on, they were pretty snappy with that. They were just like, here's this thing that's kind of going on or coming up in this game. Here's like a code to get a free thing, or here's the character that's about to be released. I thought that they have gotten very good at being snappy with the mobile games. Like, I think it's cool. And then they had Pokemon Friends, which was the Sutopolis gym puzzle, the game. No, they had more than that. But I love that the first puzzle was just like the Sutopolis gym puzzle. But they had other stuff too. So that was cool. And Shadow Drop. So we didn't get Shadow Drops of like Colosseum and XD, but we did of Pokemon Friends. Which again, Kramen's like, dude, what the heck? But yeah, so I thought that looks cool. Again, not my thing. I'm not really like a mobile puzzle game person. But I think that's cool for people who are. I think that's pretty nifty. You solved a puzzle, here's a plushie. Okay, maybe I would get into it in that instance. Yeah, those sort of games are fun for you, Miss Wannykins. Well, that's cool. I like that. I like the sound. That's the thing. I probably would really enjoy it. It's just I just don't want to get hooked on anything. Right, foul play. Nicely done. Okay, Aftermath sucks, but still, not too much damage. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So that was cool. Yeah, no N64 and GameCube, or anything. Just no Switch Online stuff for Switch or Switch 2. And then they did say about Scarlet and Violet, just like, like I said yesterday, they will tell us that, like, oh, hey, if you have Scarlet and Violet, you can update it on Switch 2. And then they did. But they gave us some free clothing, which you can get there's a code for. Maybe Xander will type that code in the chat in a sec. Sorry to pressure you into that now, Xander. You're going to feel like you have to do that now. Okay. Oh, it sucks that Druddigan is poisoned. I don't know if there's like a double swap or some science we can do on the way or something. There weren't really good options is the only problem. Like, Kiba's gonna switch at the end, but I don't know if there's like anything that Druddigan can switch for on the way is the problem. Lampin and Absol. I will just say Absol does have Blizzard, and Porygon is probably going to use Max Hailstorm. So if we went for the Absol and got some berries, then maybe Druddigan could also switch. So I'm going to go for that. If we go for the Lampent, it's not a problem. We could have beaten Lampent more easily than Druddigan. But I think if we do this, get some berry, maybe we could do like a switch or something here. Maybe like Kieran could get the Absol and then Kiba can get the Porygon, and then that'll be good. Yes, it's S tracksuit or V tracksuit. So like Scarlet tracksuit or Violet tracksuit. What's the Amazon Japan pre-order bonus? That sounds pretty nifty. Right, I am going to... What am I going to do? I'm just going to Boomerang here. I know I could Screech, but I think we're going to be fine. Absol's not exactly known for its robust defenses. I don't think I need to Screech her. But yeah, what was the Amazon Japan pre-order? Was it like plushies? Do you get all the plushies? But yeah, so get your free tracksuit in Scarlet and Violet. But also, the more exciting thing than the tracksuit is we are going to be able to get shiny legendary Pokemon. And not just any shiny not just a shiny legendary Pokemon, 4 shiny legendary Pokemon. We're going to get the Treasures of Ruin. I had to remember what they're called there. And I don't actually remember all 4 of their names. I'm sorry. I never programmed their names into my brain. I never used them. I never look at them in my box. There's like Wochen. There's Tinglu, Chenpao, and... Oh, Chiyu. Wait, hang on. Did I just name all of them, or did I say Chenpao twice? There's like... Oh, no. Wochen, Chenpao, Tinglu, and Chi-Yu. No, I got them. Wow, look at me remembering stuff. I legit thought I'd forgotten those. But yeah, those 4 Pokemon. They're going to be available as shiny, and probably for everyone. But it would be nice if you beat some raids to help out, and not let losers like me do the raids a bajillion times. But yeah, so you are going to be able to get shinies of all 4 of them. It's very cool. Yeah, and they're going to have an event where you can beat them, and basically as long as they are defeated 1,000,000 times across all players, then they will be given out to everyone. So that's cool. It's a bit like the Zeraora event they had in Sword and Shield a few years ago, if people remember that. So Kieran, I do think you'd benefit from switching here just because of the poisson, the poison. You don't have to, but I do think maybe, like, Blizzard and Porygon could be a good combination. More like a wizard. So yeah, as long as, like, players collect it, like, each one is going to be around for 2 weeks, as long as during that 2-week period, the Pokemon get defeated 1,000,000 times. So basically, if everyone who had the game, if 1 in every 25 people who had the game beat it, that would be enough. If someone, if there were, like, I'm trying to think now. Right. Oh, leftovers, Shell Bell, Wise Glasses. I'm gonna go leftovers. Or just, you know, people like me. I'll probably, like, beat them like half a dozen times or something. So if people do that, then you only need like 200,000 people to beat them like 5 times. You know, so it's not many. But if you want to help out and let people like me not do all the work, then that would be cool. Burliest Shorts, hello. Welcome. So, yeah. But it's like the Zeraora that they did in Sword and Shield. That was a fun event. I liked that. The Zeraora was fun. Getting a shiny Zeraora in Sword and Shield was really fun. Yeah. So, Dynamax, if you've got it, because Porygon is a bit... He's big and he's bad. And something is rad. But there we go. But yeah, shiny... Treasures of Ruin. But yeah, so I think that they are shiny and you fight them. They're going to be like level 7. It's a mixture of like the Rayquaza event and the Zeraora from Sword and Shield event. Because it's like Rayquaza where they're going to be 5-star, level 75 shiny Pokemon. But with the Rayquaza, you could catch it afterwards. With these guys, you're not going to be able to catch them afterwards. But you do still need to like beat them. Well, you don't technically need to beat them, but don't let other people do the hard work for you. They're going to be fun to beat. I have already been thinking about what kind of Pokemon I could use. Again, I can not remember which Pokemon is which. So the one that's like a ground type, I think Appleton will be really good for that. Appleton is an amazing Terra Raid Pokemon. I think it's going to be great for a ground type. Skeledirge could maybe work for like the fire and the grass one. No, so the grass and the ice one. But obviously Skeledirge is a ghost type. So maybe it could struggle against their dark typeness. We'll find out. Oh no, Absol, no! Well, there goes the... Well, if we switch for Druddigon, we might not die strategy. But yeah, Skeledirge, though, could be good. And then the fire type, I think something like my Manaphy could be good for that, you know. Manaphy could do well there, like set up the rain and then tail glow and surf away. I think that could be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't think that cheer was great, but I wasn't paying attention. Right. Oh, nicely done with the Max Lightning. Very, very frightening. Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. No, don't you use super effective moves. Don't be clever. Okay, Snarl, more like a doll. Anyone eaten a doll before? Doll is delicious. Right, Bone Meringue, let's do this thing. Oh, ooh, are we going to get the KO here? I think we might just miss it. Ooh, did we get it? I think we got it. Yes! Okay, nicely done, everyone. Well done. You got almost 1 million XP in Pokemon Go today. That's to quote my friend Ryan Bartley, wild. That is a lot. Feeble, no. Porygon is defeated, so keeper, you're gonna switch. Help Absol out and get the Blizzard in a ditch. I don't know. Jupiter, hello. If people are popping in to say hello, or just saying hello now, please make sure you click like on the video. It really does help. Loads of people have come by to say hi today, and it really does mean a lot to see so many of you here. Well done, everyone. I might use a no, do I want to use a screech? I don't think it'll make a difference. I think you guys have a lot of... Oh, here's the fun thing. If Dedenne uses entrainment on Absol, that could be fun. I'm just saying. To quote Dragon Ball Z, I'm just saying. It's Porygon. I like it, Team Flat. I like it. I would say use entrainment on Absol, because that will power up its Blizzard attacks, and then you can use, you know, if it, like max, you can use Thunder or Dazzling Gleam or whatever you feel like you need to use. Because Porygon is going to set up the ice, which seems pretty nice. Absol, but because Absol is going to have 100% accurate Blizzards from turn 2 onwards. So now, does Thundurus have any sound moves? I don't think any of them are sound moves. That kind of sucks. But then again, the Throat Chop's the only move I've got that kind of works. So I'm just going to Throat Chop. I think this battle is just about me not dying and you guys kind of doing the work. I know you know. Burliest Shorts. Oh, yeah. I don't really sort of, like, add people. I'm kind of, like, almost at my friend limit and stuff. It kind of depends on, like, where you are and how actively you play and stuff like that. Like, maybe, but yeah, things like friend requests and stuff I don't really sort of do online or like over streams and stuff like that. You know, there's some people I add because it's like, you know, like for example, you know, I actually don't really have a whole load of people like in Europe who like actively play. So like, for example, I didn't get the Tatsugiri recently from Europe. I got one from like Australia, but oh dang it. But yeah. But here we go, right? Max Hailstorm, more like a Max Fieldstorm. Okay. So, ice, that's nice. So we will need to watch out for Thundurus using ice moves now. You know, it probably will use one on like Marowak in a sec. But anyway, we're set up now. We are set up for the fight. This is going to be pretty good, I would say. So anyway, SV update and clothes and cities, shiny raid den. So I'm looking forward to getting those as shiny. That's going to be cool. And then basically the only other two things, and we'll talk about these more throughout. Oh no, the rain, the rain. Oh, but thunder will hit now, I guess. Thunder. So that's fine. As long as we use thunder and blizzard, we're guaranteed to get something. Throat chop. Blizzard. Right, here's the Max Hailstorm. More like a Max Fieldstorm. I don't know if Thunder has less accuracy in Ice. Maybe we should just switch to Dazzling Gleam for the next turn. And we get a free Ralts in ZA. That's true as well. I will get to that. But that's a good reminder, because I had kind of forgotten that. Thundurus is getting desperate. Here's the Discharge. It doesn't affect Marowak, so hooray! Please no paralysis, he says, as everyone gets paralyzed. There's Absol's paralysis. And there's Porygon's paralysis. I jinxed it. I'm sorry, everyone. Porygon's buffeted by the hail, more like a fail. But I think we're still... Okay, we are in a little bit of a precarious position here. But nevertheless, as long as we all just keep attacking, quick before the hyena come, we should be okay. But yeah, Pokemon Champions, the competitive fighting game. It does, oh my gosh, this Thundurus is very determined to set up the rain in Spain, mostly on the plains, isn't it? Right, here's the Dazzling Gleam, more like a Dazzling Beam. And then Absol's gonna, oh no, wait, hang on, Throat Chop. We're gonna have to, but I think we should win here, because Blizzard, yeah, Blizzard misses, that sucks. Oh no! Oh, I forgot about the paralysis, oh, I jinxed it again! No! No! Okay, no! Oh no, we took more than 3 turns. Okay. Oh gosh, but, oh gosh, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Thundurus did only attack once that turn, so at least it doesn't attack 2 times, like, every turn. That would be a problem. Right, here's the Max Lightning, very, very frightening me. No, Porygon, don't, no! Hang in there, Porygon, no! Oh gosh, how many lives have we lost? This Thunderous is brutal. Oh, and a crit. I almost wonder if Porygon could have survived that, because Porygon is kind of bulky. No, Porygon. Right, how many? Okay, growing even stronger. So that's the second life. That's okay, we're doing all right. Here's the Thunder, more like a blunder. Kevin, nicely done switching up the move there. And that's Thunderous down. If you haven't clicked like on the video, now is a great time to do so, because we just beat a boss. And we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them, Ash, catch them. And finally, if you haven't done Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars, then now would be a great time for that as well. Let everyone, wish everyone good shiny luck. But well done, everyone, seriously. But Pokemon Champions. It looks cool, and I did see, like, Wolfie do a post, like, he noted some things that the stats, it's interesting, instead of, like, EVs, it just looks like you can add stats, and that, like, 66 is the number, whereas, like, typically the number is, hang on, I need to now think of this, 252, 126, 63, so they're upping how high you can increase your stats by. So they're kind of changing the EV system, which is really interesting. And instead of just adding EVs, you just add the entire stat number, which is interesting as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they tweak the system. Kevin, Shiny Garbodor. This is our second Shiny Garbodor this week. That's incredible. So well done, everyone. So Kevin got a shiny. Is that the only shiny you got, Kevin, or have you yet to scroll down? Garbodor is not shiny, for me. Absol is absolutely not shiny. Porygon, you can't spell Porygon without no. But will we get the slightly purple Thunderous? No. Dang. But Kevin got a shiny, so that's really cool. That's really cool. And I love that we've gotten 2 Garbodors lately. That's really funny. Careful. I'm just going to look at the things here. Modest. Okay. Hardy har har. And careful. You got to be careful. Who do we go with, though? Who do we go with? I'm going to go Absol. Or am I? No, I'm going to go Absol because it's kind of funny. Having a modest Absol. Just something kind of funny about that. So, well done, everyone. Oh, Kaz, have I said hi to you yet? Hi, Kaz. So, well done. Welcome back. Would you like to keep Thunderous ticket? Yeah, why not? So, team... Okay, so can we just check who is available for Kartana? And we'll do our typical... so you're going to say strike... You're going to then say the number of times you've played, so like strike 0, strike 1, strike 2. Let me know how many times you've played, strike 0, strike 1, strike 2, and then say I can do Kartana, if you can do Kartana, if you're around for the next 20 minutes to do a Kartana. Let me know, ready, set, bow. And then we'll get into the spreadsheet and all that stuff. But no, Pokemon Champions. Another thing that was really cool that I really liked is... it displayed your HP as a number, so like, oh, I have 134 health out of 134 hit points. But then on the opponents, it showed the percentage. So instead of like looking at the health bar and being like, oh, is that like, did that do like a quarter of their health, or did that do like a third of their health? You can actually tell by the number. It will say like 66% like left or 70% left or whatever. You can be like, oh, okay, so I did 30% damage. So that was like really cool. So yeah, that looks cool. It will be interesting to see if this shift is gonna like affect the games, like if the main series games are gonna perhaps move away from the sort of classic battle style. Like if Pokemon Champions becomes Pokemon battling, you know, is there now room for the mainline series games to become something else? Maybe they'll become like Legends ZA, you know, with the Xenoblade system. Who knows? But yeah, but it was really cool in Champions, yeah. So like for your health, it shows the exact numbers. Like it shows what your HP is, how much HP you have, what your maximum HP is as a number. But for the opponent, it actually showed the percentage as a number. So you don't have to look at the health bar and like kind of estimate how much of their health you did. Like if you do like a third of their damage and then a third of their damage, you will know pretty precisely what percentage you've done. So that's really cool. Presto! Hello, welcome. Also noticed that when Gardevoir used a theory move on Hydreigon, instead of saying super effective, it said extremely effective. Oh, I think I No, did I might not. I don't think I noticed that. That's really cool. I'm glad that there's something to say that, because they always should have had something to say that. So that's good that they actually like differentiate that now. So yeah. Right. Anyway, Bug. I do like the idea of Pokemon Champions. Keep all the intense battle-focused stuff to its own personal run. That's what I mean. Like, I kind of like the idea that basically, kind of like, regardless of what game comes out, you can keep playing competitive Pokemon. Like, you might not really even need to get the new games to keep up with competitive Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Like, you would benefit from doing it, probably, because it, like, connects your Pokemon home and stuff like that. But I do quite like it. I do quite like it. So anyway, Bark, sorry, I did not look at all. Did anyone say they wanted to do Kartana? I did not look to see if anyone said that. Oh, Presto, you can join. Okay, so Kiba is a strike one. Oh, so Sky is a strike one. Kiba's a strike one. Let me check the old spreadsheet. Sorry, this is where I need to... Oh, okay, so we had Sky, we had Kiba, we had Presto. So yeah, why don't we do that? Let's have Skywatcher, Kiba, and Presto for Team 3 Kartana, if that sounds good. So let's do that for Team 3. If you guys are around for the next 20 minutes, let's get right into it. Let's not delay any further, because I am delaying, aren't I? So here we go. So on the YCOM, please make sure you are connected to the internet in the top right-hand corner. Please make sure you talk to the nice scientist lady. If she asks about having any preference, please just say anything goes, anything's fine. And then we will get a code up. Let's go 072222, and then 0302. How about that? So 0722 0302. And there we go. This is going to be Skywatcher, Kiba, and Presto. Okay? So Skywatcher, Kiba, and Presto. Let's do this thing. And here we go. So yeah, Pokemon Champions. Some nice little touches. It looks interesting. It's going to be interesting if it like combines different like gameplay mechanics, and if it, I don't know, it will be interesting to see if it has different modes where it like limits the different mechanics in different ways. Like, oh, this is a tournament or a battle style where you can only use Mega Evolution, or this is a battle mode where you can only use Z crystals, or this is a mode where you can use Mega Evolution and Z crystals, but not anything else. Or this is one where like Mega Evolution and Dynamax exist, but nothing else. Like, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. So here we go. Odachi. There we go. So, you guys know Kartana, it's super duper mega weak to fire. Special attacks over physical are definitely the way to go. So like Rotom is definitely better than these two. Watch out for Leaf Blade. So yeah, Barbaracle is just barbaric in terms of being a choice. In terms of being a choice to pick, Barbaracle is barbaric. So there we go. So here we go. Oh gosh. These are all kind of bad, aren't they? Mimikyu at least can tank a hit. Oh, Manectric. Manectric is amazing. Manectric is like guaranteed victory against Kartana. Manectric with Overheat. Well, Dynamax Overheat is like guaranteed victory. So well done. Okay. So here we go. Oh my gosh, my television is like so dirty. I cleaned it not long ago, but I think I need to like clean it again. I've got to figure out the best way to clean this particular TV, though. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got. I'm not seeing any fire. Does the grass type have Weather Ball, at least? It's a Roselia, I think. I'm tempted to go to the right for a Roselia. Oh, we went left for a Vileplume. So basically, the only potential fire move we might... Oh, there is a Scientist. There is a Scientist, so we could do a Scientist. Shiny small guy, a small shiny guy. You got shiny Flamigo. That's awesome. Nice. That's a good one. Oh, hang on, I'm just going to check my email. It is the newsletter I always get at 3 p.m. that always throws me off, and I'm always like, is that something important? It's like, no, it's my 3 p.m. newsletter that I then never read because it's at 3 p.m. Right, I'm going to max Phantasm. If you got physical moves, follow up with some physical moves. So I guess our main trick could open with an Overheat and then switch to Psychic Fangs, which is kind of funny. Once we get the max Phantasm in, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, so champions. It looks cool. I find it interesting. I don't know how much I don't know whether I'll like get champions or not. I kind of depends on like if it costs money, how much money it costs. I like battling, but I'm also just not really much of a. I don't really sort of battle against other people much. Like I love like battling strategies, and I love sort of like Pokemon abilities and all the yummy strategy and like using them. But like, you know, but I just don't really like battle against other people. I don't do things like Pokemon Showdown or anything like that, so we'll have to see. Right, Vileplume's defense fell, Blizzard, more like a wizard. And then, what are you doing, Vileplume? Okay, Max Overgrowth. Who are you going with? Okay, Rotom. That's okay. Rotom can tank that, right? Yeah, easy. Easy. Main trick, the savior of our Kartana runs. It really is. I love how it's good for Thunderous and Kartana. Despite, like, seemingly not really being... It's like, well, why would a main trick be good? And it's like, oh, my friend, have I got a story to tell you? This is a story all about how my main trick got turned upside down. And then evolved into a Malamar, which was weird. Right, Psychic Fangs. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. And then Max Phantasm, more like Plasm. Very good. And then Defense Fell, Poison Jab. Ooh, well done for switching to Physical. That definitely got us the KO there. Well done, Team 3. Team 3, I'm smiling with glee. Very good, very good. So that's Pokemon Champions. Some interesting little things of note there for like the future of the franchise. And then finally, the big dog, Pokemon Legends ZA. We've been talking about everything else for an hour. Let's now spend the other hour of this talking about Legends ZA at long last. And of course, spoilers for the reveal of Mega. If you don't want to find out what the Mega is, mute now for like 10 seconds, although everyone's going to talk about it in chat. Mega Dragonite. Mega Dragonite. They finally did it. The Sons of Guns, they finally did it. Kind of craving chicken nuggets right now. Is there a deal on any apps for free chicken nuggets if you spend $1 or $2? Pazaka. Yeah, we can't get the Roselia, can we? That sucks. Oh no, oh, it's Cherim. Oh no, but Cherim's good. No. I'm just gonna go for Pazaka because I need Pazaka. And because it resists Leaf Blade. That's my theory, my game theory. Oh. Presto, okay, so Presto, you're not very good against the Pazaka here, but you still need to Dynamax. Because we need Manetric to Dynamax against the Kartana. But yes, finally we got the funny Mega Stone name, Dragonite-ite. I know, I wonder what they're going to do about Mega Stones. Well, here's the thing. Pokemon Legends Arceus doesn't have hold items. I don't think that this game is going to have them either. I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln, that, I'm thinking that they're going to just do away with the Mega Stones. I almost think they're going to have, like, a Mega Stone item that, like, goes in your bracelet. And then the Pokemon just, like, Mega Evolve. Maybe you need to do something to... Well, no, wait, no, what did it say? No, for the Ralts it said you get a Gardevoirite, didn't it? Now we come back to the Ralts, the gift Ralts. The Ralts said about you got a Gardevoirite, didn't it? So no, the Mega Stones are back. So, okay, but like, how are they going to do them? Because you don't want to lock Mega Pokemon in the post-game. But like, I mean, is there going to just be like a big hunt for Mega Stones throughout the game? Like, like if you do various quests and if you unlock various stuff and if you go to certain places and unlock certain aspects of the city, that you get like Mega Stones. Holding a Gardevoir, right? So no, hold items are going to be back. Okay. I wonder what the hold items are going to be like. I mean, they're going to have to revamp them in some way. If you're having Xenoblade style battling, some items are going to have to work differently. But yeah, I assume you will be able to get all the Mega Stones fairly like evenly throughout the game. If you know what I mean by like evenly, like there's not going to be a whole lot of them left to like the post game. If there's like a post game one, it will be like Mewtwo. Do you know what I mean? But they're not going to have things like, you know, I don't think they're going to have things like Kangaskhan be like, oh, that's post game, because yeah. Right, who do we have? Who do we need to switch? Manectric we're definitely keeping. Rotom, Mimikyu. Mimikyu's not bad. And Vileplume's not bad, to be honest. To be honest, I might want to switch here, to be honest. I can't even remember what's next now, because I'm too busy talking about ZA. Watch the postgame have Mega Zygarde. It will, yeah, there'll be like complete Mega Zygarde. Oh my gosh. What if we get like Mega Xurkitree and... not Xurkitree. Xerneas and Yveltal. Oh gosh. What if they get new forms or something? Oh, just the possibilities. But yeah, I actually think I'm best to switch here, because we've got a lot of stuff that resists Kartana well, but I don't really resist it. So yeah. Mega Zygarde would be wild. It would be so OP. Oh, Scientist. Ooh, science. Do we science? That is the question. Actually, who do we go for next? Do we just go for the Pink Urchin? I feel like going for Pink Urchin would probably be the safe thing. I feel like we're all quite neutral or resistant to Pink Urchin, whereas Scolipede could be like kind of a pain that could poison us. Okay, Presto is going for the science. A little risky. But Sandslash still resists as long as we keep the Sandslash now. Sandslash still resists Leaf Blade, so it's not a problem. Also, Mabel went from being Team Flare Scientist to Pokemon Professor. Yes, I kind of forget a lot about XY, because that's the series where, I don't know. Well, no, Black and White are the games where I kind of began to play them only once, but at least there was like Black 1 and Black 2 and White 1 and White 2, so I kind of like went through Unova twice. Whereas X and Y, I really have only been through those games once over a decade ago. They just don't stick out in my head as much, so I don't remember the characters and stuff. But yeah. But no, so I think we're going to be pretty well, as long as we keep the team we have now. We're going to get some berries after this. I think we are going to be pretty well set for the rest of this. Samira, you're going to go to sleep. Thank you for joining in again, Samira. It's lovely seeing you. Thank you for being like awesome and lovely in chat, and thank you for the amazing support. If people have not yet clicked like on the video, now would be a great time. Not because, I don't know, I mean, we've beaten plenty of bosses, so, you know, we've had plenty of good times, but let me check. Let me do the quick guilt tripping my fan base. It's time for the guilt tripping game. We should have 21. Do we have 21 at least? Do we have at least 21 likes? Be nice if we did. But I played X and Y multiple times. You can't remember most of the characters. Oh dang, Kevin! Like that is some serious. That is a serious burn there. I remember rollerblades. That's mainly it. Zach says, yeah, a little bit, yeah. XY gave us a free Mega Lucario that could solo the rest of it. Exactly, it's the speed running Pokemon. Like it's like the most obvious. Like speedrunners are like, oh, here we go. Although there is some interesting nuance to the Pokemon X and Y speedrun, I will say that. Like and like a new strategy was developed like a few months ago, or like it was an option that people used to consider, and then they gave up on it, and then someone was like, yeah, but I think that might be faster though. I think that old strategy we used to do was faster, and then they were proved correct. So, but anyway, Buck. But yeah, so X and Y, I just don't remember it as much in a lot of ways, like a lot of the smaller things. I remember things like the gym leaders, but I don't always remember like what their teams were. But I kind of remember like who they were, or like the order of type and stuff. Like, oh, it's Bug, and then Rock, and the Rock guy had the 2 fossil Pokemon, and it's not really that much of a Rock gym because it's not actually weak to Grass type. not really. It's a bit of a, oh, good, a Rock gym. My Grass type will be excellent here. Oh, what's that? One of them's an Ice type, and one of them's a Dragon type. Never mind. Yeah. You know, and then you got Karina, the fighting, and Ramos, the grass, and then, ooh, what's 5th? Struggling to remember the 5th. Then you got Fairy, and then Psychic, and then Ice, which is nice. Oh, I can't remember the 5th all of a sudden. Is it? No, not fighting. Right. Anyway, Bark. Yeah, no, we're good with the team, aren't we? Never remember the E4 for the game. Yeah, that's where I start to drop off with Elite Fours. There's like Wickstrom. I kind of remember them because I've made a bit more of an effort to remember them. There's like Wickstrom, the Steel Knight guy. There's like the Water Chef dude. There's like Malva, the Fire, like sort of Team Flare-ish lady. And then there's someone else, but I can't remember who. And then there's the champion. I do remember Diantha. And she's alright. She's alright. You know, cool aesthetic, cool Gardevoir. Gardevoir. But that's about all I remember. But yeah, no. But anyway, sorry, we haven't really talked about ZA very much. No, we kind of have. But yes, I guess the hold items are confirmed if we got the... If the Ralts is holding a Guard... Well, no, I mean, it said Gardevoir, right? It doesn't matter. Like, Gardevoir-ite is in the game, so that means Mega Stones are back. But see, one of my issues with the Mega Stones was just that there were kind of like too many of them, and it became awkward and clumsy having to get, like, you know, several dozen items that are, like, only usable with one Pokemon each, you know? I mean, I guess if they have their own separate pouch in this game, which hopefully, and they likely will, then that's fine. But, you know, if they're just in with all your other hold items, that kind of sucks. You know, right, here's Kiba, who has the power. Yes, Kiba, you really did have the power. Thank you for saving us. Guaranteed Manetric kill, baby. Well done. There's the water guy who looks neat. The fire one who just hates you for some reason. Yes, she says that if you battle again. Wow. That is something. Very well done, everyone. Very nice. Team 3. I am smiling with glee. We love Overheat Manetric here at Bovio Games. That you are correct. Please bring back the link cable item. Yes, I know. I'm so surprised they didn't like put that in Gen 9. And not that you don't have to have it be a common thing. It can like cost a load of money or points or you win it 1% of the time from like 6-star or higher raid battles. Do you know what I mean? Like just have it, but like have it be something. Have it be attainable. Because again, there are like a lot of young kids who play these games who are not going to have ways to do these trade evolutions. If you're like a young kid, you're not going to be on the internet, at least I hope not. You're not going to be on the internet like finding people to trade with. Vileplume is a no. Pazaka! Oh, I need shiny Pazaka though. Pincurchin is a no. But will we get the silver thingy Katana? Oh, no. No. I think we are like a week since I got my last shiny now, so I'm kind of due for one. I'm just saying, mathematically, I'm kind of due for one now. Vileplume, let's check some natures. We've got mild. Just call me a Taco Bell sauce, because I'm mild. One of the sources. They have like hot and they have fire. Pazaka is quiet. Oh, so quiet. And bold as well. Okay, bold. And then we've got calm. Yeah. Okay, so what do we want? Bold and brash belongs in the trash. Yeah, why not? Let's have a bold Pincurchin. Well done, Team 3. I'm smiling with glee. As a soloist, I just want my Alakazam. Exactly! That's what I mean. Like, so hopefully they have it back, and hopefully they put it in Gen 10 and beyond. I think in Gen 10, they're finally going to shake some things up with, like, just sort of like the foundations of the game. If the Pokemon Championship is like changing the number of EVs Pokemon can get, then I think that means in Gen 10 they'll do the same, or they'll just not have EVs. Or, like, oh, one thing Wolfie said, actually, is that it looks like they might have gotten rid of IVs in Pokemon Championship. Like, so basically every Pokemon might just have, like, 31 as, like, the IV, which is kind of interesting. So, like, every Pokemon will get, like, a sort of stat boost, essentially. Very interesting. But, so we'll have to see. We'll have to look at the actual numbers. But, right, anyway, bark. So, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Kartana? Yes, I would. So, we're into the wild card phase, guys, gals, non-binary pals. This is the part of the stream where I ask you what your tickets are. And if they are the 3 Pokemon I need, I know, we're only down to 3, I'm sorry. If we are done, we're done with my tickets for now. So if you have any of the following tickets, Nihilego, Celesteela, and or Stakataka, could you please let me know if you're able to do that? If you have the ticket for it. So what we're going to do, we're going to say strike in big capital letters, the number of times you've played, strike 0, strike 1, strike 2. You're going to say, my tickets are... If you have any of those tickets, list your tickets. Then in brackets afterwards, you're going to say, for anything you don't have the ticket for, let me know if you can do it. So let me know if you have a ticket for Nihilego, and then let me know if you have the ticket for Celesteela or Stakataka. Let me know if you have the ticket for Celesteela, but then also let me know just if you can do a Nihilego or Stakataka if someone else has it, okay? So ready, set, bow. I think you guys are quite used to this by now, but I will just explain it because we have a few more people here today who may not be. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just let someone else post and then you can follow their lead. So like Kevin. Okay, so Kevin says, strike 1. I have tickets to Celesteela and Stakataka. But then nothing in brackets because Kevin can't do Nihilego. Skies is maybe the best one. It's like, I got nothing, but then in brackets, I can do Nihilego and Celesteela. So, Presto. No tickets, but can do anything. Okay, that's good as well. So, okay, so we've got Kieran and Kevin are the only people with tickets. Because Kevin usually needs to leave earlier. I'm kind of thinking Abraham Lincoln that maybe this would be a good chance to do like a Celesteela or something like that. Because Kiba can do Nihilego. So Team Flare, you're going to head on out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Lovely having you here. Thank you for playing along. If anyone needs to leave, please make sure that you click like on the video before you leave and all that lovely stuff. We should have... Okay. Oh, yeah. What are we at on likes? Hopefully it's 21. I don't think I checked earlier if we're at 21. Okay. So hang on. Let me get the old spreadsheet. But here's what I'm thinking. I was thinking if we had like... Hang on, who was it? Was it Presto, Sky, and Kevin? This is what I was thinking. If we had like Presto, Skywatcher, Kevin, that could be like a good Team 4. Team 4, I want some more. And then we could have like a Kiba and a Kieran for like Team 5 or something like that. And then we'll see like where we go from there. But does that sound okay? If I do that, that's like pretty balanced, I would say. So Team 4, this is going to be right now. Kevin's going to host a Celesteela. So this is going to be Kevin, Presto, and Skywatcher. And then Team 5 will have Kiba and Kieran. Kieran hosting a Nihilego. That's my theory, my game theory. Hopefully that sounds good. So let's move on with Team 4, shall we? So let's go on the YCOM. Let's make sure we're connected to the internet. If you're you, if you're Kevin, you're going to select Celesteela. If you're not Kevin, you're going to select anything is fine. If you're me, you're you and me together. We are going to select anything goes, because it's the wild card. And here we go. But yes, we finally got Mega Dragonite. Because we actually didn't end up talking about Mega Dragonite much, did we? So, 0907 and then 0722. So 0907, 0722. Very good indeed. Very well done. But yeah, Mega Dragonite. I am a bit mixed on it, I'll tell you the truth. I do think that it's obviously, I think it's cool that they're kind of fusing the Dragonair and Dragonite elements a lot. I think that's cool. I think that makes sense. I think that's but the problem is, it's like, that does only leave you a few places to go. I did see a piece of artwork of it, which, like, from a different angle and stuff like that, then made it look really cool. So maybe once you're, like, battling with it and you see it from different angles and stuff, it will, like, look a bit better, look a bit cooler. But it also does, but yeah, that idea does kind of limit what you can do with it. Maybe it would have been cool if it was, like, blue or something, to kind of, like, really be more, like, Dragonairy or something like that. I don't know, Dragonairy! But anyway. Right, I'm going to press OK. This is Celesteela, a steel and flying type. It's like a big Skarmory, which means fire and electric are good. So Wheezing with Heat Wave is pretty nifty. So I think it's something that will grow on me. Like, right now, I'm like, it's fine, it's okay. You know, no, I don't think it's going to be my favorite new Mega Pokemon. But I like the idea more than I like it. But I do think it will probably grow on me as time goes by and as I, like, see it in action more and stuff like that. Oh dang, Oranguru would have been a really good third pick because of Instruct strats, but we'll see how things go. We will see how things go. Sorry in advance for telling off all our abilities. No, it's fine. It's not a problem. Crustle does not have Smackdown. I always want to think it has Smackdown, but it does not. I did see Electric near the top, though. Boltund. Okay, so if we make sure we go as long as... Yeah, okay. Hang on. So what's, like, good for us to... I think Crawdaunt's probably easier for us to go against because we've got, like, Electrics and stuff like that. We'll have to check who's faster between Oranguru and Lantern. If Lantern is faster than Oranguru, then we can just do Instruct on turn 1. But if we don't, then it's fine. But yeah, Mega Dragonite is so kind, it'll put you out of your misery faster, and that is real. So yeah. So yeah, no, I think it's cool. I'm glad it finally got the Mega Evolution. Are there other things they could have done with it that could have worked? Maybe, but still, I think it would be cool, and I think it's one that will grow on me as I see it more and more. You know, there are some Pokemon that I didn't always like right away that I ended up liking more and more as time has gone by. And I think Mega Dragonite will probably fit in that category as well. It will be interesting to see what kind of, like, ability and moveset it has and stuff like that. Because, like, if it just still has, like, multi-scale or inner focus or something, like, that's fine. I'm going to be really interested to see what ability they give it. Oh my gosh, can you imagine, though? Can you imagine if they gave it the Salamence ability, where, like, normal type moves are turned into flying ones, and you had, like, extreme speed, but with, like, that ability? Oh no, we didn't do this. The speed check. Did we have, like, an even speed tie there or something? Although, actually, I guess Oranguru... Oh yeah, I guess Oranguru can't actually attack Crawdaunt, though, so it can't really do a whole lot, can it? Shade Fan, hello! Welcome. Right, Max Ooze, more like Max Booze. Very nice. Right, okay. So, yeah, Wheezing and Lantern are good. Oranguru and Cramorant are definitely, like, our two sort of weak links in terms of Celesteela. But that can be rectified. We can figure out some stuff. So basically, if Oranguru switches to Boltund, then all we need to do is maybe figure out a switch for Cramorant. But Cramorant's not terrible. If we had to keep Cramorant, it actually wouldn't be too bad. So... but yeah, so Mega Dragonite was cool. We got to see some more about, like, the characters and the story. I like that they're going to just be, like, random... Mega evolved Pokemon around. We saw the, we did see... Oh no! We used it on Cramorant! No! No! Why not Lantern? I'm so confused! Lantern's the one with the electric. Okay, we still won. It's fine. So we got alphas, we got megas, we saw, Yakuza, we saw, we got reminded about there's like the fighting at night where you kind of get to rank up from Z to A, catching Pokemon during the day. But yeah, we're going to have to like avoid some dangerous alpha Pokemon and stuff. We got that active fighting mode, the Xenoblade style fighting. I'm excited about that. Right. Crawdaunt. Yeah, I don't think we really want Crawdaunt, personally. You used it on but that's because you were faster than Lantern. It works afterwards. As long as someone has used a move. So the way Instruct works is that it tells the Pokemon to use the last move that it used. Doesn't matter what turn you're on or anything, but it's like, hey, you used the move that you had used. But Lantern hadn't used a move yet. So that's like the problem. Once Lantern had used Thunderbolt, though, you're good to go and you can use it for like the rest of the battle. But it's just because it hadn't used a move yet. So it's only about what it hasn't done so far. Oh, there is a scientist. Okay, we could switch Cramorant for a scientist here, and this could... Oh no, Swoobat's better though. I'm going to go Swoobat because it's better for Lantern. Shame we can't do some science. The leader's name is Corbo. That's the second time people have referenced that today. Well, did you guys know that Kevin like diversified into making food? Tell them about your food venture, Kevin. Tell them. Okay. No, Sky. In fairness, Sky, it's sort of like complex and simple at the same time. I know that sounds weird. Basically, though, the way Instruct works is that the Pokemon that you select, it says to that Pokemon, the last move you did, do that again. If the Pokemon has not done a move, or if it's a Dynamaxed Pokemon, it fails. So basically, what that means, though, that the fancy thing that means is basically... All that means, though, is that on turn 1, you have to be kind of careful. You have to look at your speed, because you have to see, will that Pokemon have done a move yet? But once you are past the first turn, I don't know what happens if a Pokemon, like, flinches or gets paralyzed or something. That's, like, some murky gray area. But basically, if you have seen a Pokemon use a move, you can use Instruct on it. That's basically the gist of like how it works. But turn 1 is the one turn you have to be careful. You have to. So here, it's like so you can't use it on Lantern, but you could use it on like Weezing. But I think Weezing is like slower than you. I don't know if Cramorant's slower than you. So if Cramorant was faster, you could have used it on Cramorant. But like Weezing is slower than you, isn't it? But now you could use it on Weezing. But now that we're past the first turn, you can use it on Weezing or Cramorant. Let me just check the speed, actually. Because Cramorant's fast, right? Or is it faster? Hang on, let's just check. 135, 113. Okay, so you could have used it on Cramorant on turn 1 because Cramorant is faster than you. It used a Throat Chop. But you wouldn't have been able to use it on Weezing because Weezing is slower than you. So that's why, like, turn 1 is the one turn you have to be careful with Instruct. Hopefully that makes sense and I haven't overcomplicated it. But generally, like on turn 1, you need to look at the speed. On turn 2, you're good. You go nuts. And don't use it on Dynamax Pokemon. That's the long story short with Instruct. So let's Instruct again. Yes, Weezing. But see, this is cool because it means that Weezing gets to like act earlier than it would do is kind of the fun thing about Instruct. So, but yeah, I'm sorry. Instruct is one of those things where I kind of take for granted. I'm like, we know how Instruct works, right? But I've never really sort of super explained it out loud. It's kind of just been an experiential thing. So I do apologize for that. All actions that are not bound to a Pokemon's... All actions that are not bound to a Pokemon's actions still apply once for the entire turn. For example, if a Pokemon has flinched, this applies to all of its actions for the remainder of the... Oh, so like it can flinch twice? is what you're saying? Okay. So anyway, Bark. So... I think we probably did want to switch for the Swoobat just because that would have been better against a Boltund than a Cramorant, which is ×4 weak to it. But we didn't get to that in time because we're talking about Legends ZA and stuff like that. But oh well, if we go for the Boltund, but Sky, the lovely thing is right here, right now, provided Cramorant doesn't die on like turn 1, you are going to get to switch for a Boltund and you never have to worry about Instruct for the rest of the adventure. I'm not going to say ever again, but yes. So, oh wow, so you can like flinch twice. That's really weird. But it also helps you speed up recovering from certain status conditions. Oh, so I mean, yeah, if you're like confused or something, it kind of means you like run through the confusion faster, or sleep faster, or freeze faster. No, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm sorry for any confusion this guy. And I'm sorry if after all that you still don't really quite understand. I feel like I did ultimately do a good job explaining it, but I could be wrong. I could just be like, kind of stroking my own ego there. I think I did a good job explaining that. But yeah. It tells the Pokemon to do whatever move it last did, which means that once you're on like turn 2 onwards, you can basically go nuts. But on turn 1, it just means you need to pay attention to the speed, because you need to see if a Pokemon has actually used a move yet, and don't use it on Dynamax. That's the like 10-second explanation of it. Right, anyway, Bark, let's do this thing. I'm really hoping Boltund tries to attack me, because then I will get a load of health back, and that'll be fun. But here we go. Right, so I always love that Cramorant's eyes look super red when it's like Dynamaxing at first because of the angle and everything. Like, they're green there, but when it like tilts its head up, its eyes look like all pink. Right, Crunch, Mullica Lunch. Thank goodness it did not go for an electric move, because, oh my gosh. Right, Max Darkness. Now the question is, do we have special attacks or not? We do, so this is actually quite good. Oh, Oranguru doesn't need to use Instruct here, though, because it can just Psychic, and that's, like, helpful. So... and Psychic is better than Psyshock, so well done for picking that as well. It works well with the Max Darkness. So, okay, we're doing well here. I think, honestly, a Max Geyser might be strong enough to get the win here. We've got the Max Darkness in, a Max Geyser for Strength. Oh, it used Helping Hand, okay. No! What are we... Never use Mac. I don't think we've ever... I think in like a year of doing these streams, I'm not sure if there's been a single situation where we've like ever needed a Max Guard. It's always been done by accident, I think. But like, I don't think we've like ever I don't think there's ever been a situation where we've been like, oh, we better use Max Guard here. I'm assuming Joy-Con drift or something, but yeah. Imagine if it worked on Dynamax. That would be, yeah, oh my gosh. If Instruct worked on... That's why it doesn't work on Dynamax, because it would just be... So, Sky, please switch. Sky, please switch. It's time for you to now ditch your Oranguru in the Instruct strats, because you've got an Oranguru, which you're going to ditch for the Boltund, because that's very good, yes. Never saw Max Guard's animation before. Really nice. I know, it's a good animation. Don't get me wrong, Max Guard is a useful move. Wolfie has a really good video about like a Magikarp and a tournament he had a Magikarp in, and using Dynamax. There's a good YouTube short. Maybe Xander's looking it up now and copying and pasting the URL into chat. Sorry, now I am just bossing you around, aren't I? I don't mean it. I know it. I promise I'm not trying to like boss you around. It's just I feel like I know you well enough where you like, you know, 8 times out of 10 you often just look for these things and do it anyway. So I'm like, Xander might be doing that right now. Am I correct? Am I wrong? Maybe you weren't. I don't know. But it's a good little thing. Right, Celesteela. Misclick. No, it's okay, Presto. It's not a problem. Again, we still won. It didn't have an impact on anything. The Boltund didn't get like an extra attack in on us. So it all worked out. It's not a problem. It's just, if that thing had then, like, KO'd you or something, it would have been like, oh my gosh. So here we go. Or should I say here we go? Right, Max Lightning. Very, very frightening me. Bo isn't Xander's boss. Nope, Xander is just a very helpful volunteer. For whom I am very, very appreciative. Right, Throat Chop. Cool. Right, Gyro Ball. That did nothing, because Weezing's not really that fast. Thunderbolt. Paralysis? No. Heat Wave? More like a Heat Wave. Nope. Okay. Oh, yeah, none of... Oh, wait, we had a Weezing, and I said, oh, I hope this Boltund attacks me. That would have been disastrous. I keep forgetting Weezing... I don't know why my brain picks and chooses what Weezing's ability has an impact on. You just kind of forget. Anyway, Bark. Right, Leech Seed. Oh, crud. Hang in there, Lantern. Flash Cannon. Hang in there, Kramer. Oh, I heard the ding-dong. Ding-dong, ding-dong. Cookies. Right, Thunderbolt. Paralysis. I can't click on that. But actually, no, maybe I can from my phone. Hang on. Let me see if I can access that link from my phone. Oh, the Leech Seed! More like a Leech Bleed. Oh, how funny. Wolfie's, like, right there on my... I actually had Wolfie up on my phone from before the stream. I forgot that. Okay. Hang on. Let me find my own stream. And then we'll see what's happening here. And then I can see how many likes we have on the video as well. Oh, we just went up in likes. I like it. Do I dare like my own stream? That is the question. No, I'm kidding. Let's click on Xander's link. Oh yeah, here we go. I brought Magikarp to a huge tournament. Yeah. So if after this, if you type in like I brought Magikarp to a huge tournament, it's Wolfie VGC is the account. And it's a good story of one of the rare times where like Max Guard works. At least I think it is. I think this is the one. Oh no, wait. Oh no. That's like a whole 40-minute video. No, it's a YouTube short. It's a short that he had. It's just like a short. You don't need to watch the whole video. He just has like a 60-second short. I'll find it in a sec, maybe. Crawdor, no. Swoobat, no. Boltund? Oh, no. I needed Swoobat and Boltund, but never mind. Celesteela, but will we get the shiny Celesteela? No, the white bamboo Celesteela. Dang, no. Let's check the old, let's just check that. Rash, gentle. There's always a gentle. Serious, why so serious? Dupe, gentle and serious. Serious dupes. Some serious dupes there. But yeah, Boltund, there we go. So yeah, let me see if I can find the Wolfie short in a sec. It's so annoying. I was actually on his channel and now I have to so I was actually in like a perfect place to like look for it. Hang on, let me see if I can. Oh no, Splash! It's Splash Magikarp won me this game. If you type in like Wolfie and like Splash Magikarp, and it's a YouTube short. I think this is it. I think this is it. I'm just sort of watching it without the sound on. I think this is the one though. I have spoiled the strategy. It's like, how did he win with the Splash Magikarp? And it's like, I've just told you. But it's very clever. But yeah, I think I'm going to check what Xander said. I now need to go back and watch my own stream again. But here we go. Is this the one? Yeah. So the second Xander link is the correct one. I'm actually going to... Can I remove... I'm actually going to remove your first link, Xander. It's like I'm modding my mod. But yeah. Anyway, Bark. Right, so let's just see. No thanks. Okay. So chat, my lovely chat. Yeah, Splash Magikarp won me this game. And I think that is the one. Okay. So it's only like a 1 minute video. It's not like a whole thing. Right, anyway, chat, my lovely chat. So we said Kiba and Kieran. Kiba and Kieran. Is there anyone who can do a Nihilego? No, before I get to it first, I think I already did it though, Xander. I did, but anyway, Buck. Okay, so chat, my lovely chat. Is there anyone who can do a Nihilego who would like to do a Nihilego? And if so, if you are able to do a Nihilego, could you please let me know? And thus, one deleted message will forever be on your profile. Oh, that doesn't, like, do anything to mess you up, does it? Like give you a strike or anything, does it? Soiled it! Because I don't want to, like, get you in trouble. Oh, I just did the wrong thing. So, chat, could you please let me know, strike the number of times you played today. Let me know if you can do a Nihilego with Kieran and Kiba. And then we'll take it from there. Yeah, and then we'll do all the stuff with all the things and all the places, and then we'll be good, basically. But okay. But Legends, no, it just says in the history of your channel you've had one message. So was that the only time you've had a message deleted on your whole? Oh no, Xander, I'm so sorry. Did you want me to undo it? I just didn't want there to be any confusion for anyone like scrolling back and finding a link. We can undo it. If need be. I don't want to soil or taint your profile. I just didn't want people to get confused. Hang on. No, I don't want to put the user in a time. No, wait. No, how can I undo it? I can't undo it. View deleted message. Hang on. Oh, I can't undo it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want people to get confused. I didn't want people to get confused. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Really? Can I not like bring it back? Oh, never mind. Like, what if you ever egregiously get rid of stuff? Okay. No. Come on. Right. Sorry. This chat is like so laggy. Okay. Right. Oh, history of your channel for, like, my channel. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, everyone gets one. I've probably deleted my own stuff, right? Maybe. I don't know. Right. I'm getting the hammer. Yeah. It's going on your permanent record. So anyway, sorry. Sky can do Nihilego. Okay, excellent. So let's have Kiba, Kieran, Sky, and Kieran can host. Does everyone like toast? Retracted messages don't count. Okay, so let's have Kiba and a Kieran and a Sky and do. So well done, everyone. Yeah, let's do a Nihilego. Anything goes. We'll do a quick last one. And then here we go. What else was there in like Legends ZA? Obviously, like haircuts and customization. That's not really a special thing. Like I always find it annoying when games like highlight things that are like, yes, that's to be expected. You know, it's like with Mario, you can jump. You know, it's like and collect mushrooms and coins, and it's like, yes, that's Mario. Like, you know, in the new Mario Kart world, you can accelerate. Yes, good. You know, like it's sort of a bit like, you know, I don't know. I feel like we're at that point with like customization in Pokemon now. It'd be weird if it like didn't have customization, particularly when you're kind of like doing a remake, well, sort of a sequel-ish type thing to a game that already had customization. Hey, remember the game with all the customization? This exciting new sequel doesn't have it. Like, that would be weird, you know? Oh, sorry, I put a code in. Yeah, just, hang on, no. Ignore me, I'm quitting. Do a code and I'll join it, it's fine. Anything goes, do as I say, not as I do. Just put in a code and then I'll realize my mistake. If that ever happens, just put in a code and then I'll realize my mistake. Because that's way quicker than like just a bunch of people saying Bo, like that's. And again, guys, remember, if you ever like need to get my attention for like a tech issue, or if I do something wrong, you do need to like put emojis. If you just put like super casual messages, I am not going to realize. I am not going to realize if I don't see a bunch of like red like kind of like emojis or something, I am not going to realize that there's an issue. Yeah, just reminder, like spam the emojis or the like, or if you don't have emojis, like capital letter things. Do I still have the stream up? Let me just see if I can. Let me just see if I can like use an example like for like on my phone. Hang on. Actually, no, I can probably do it from my theme. Okay, so Nihilego goes super duper mega weak to ground. Don't forget about, and then steel, water, and psychic. This is like the third time I've clicked on my own video today, which is lovely. Charmeleon. So we will not be getting Charmeleon as shiny. That sucks. Kevin, thank you. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, the exclamation points is a good. The red exclamation point is a great example. Let me just see. You know, stuff like this is like good, like just things like that. Because then I will see if I see a bunch of like red in my chat, it's gonna be like, oh, hang on, I see a load of red. So yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, the exclamation points are good. The like no or band symbols or whatever. Just like stuff to, because again, we don't normally have a load of like red emojis in chat. Okay, Quillfish is good, and then Pelipper. I'd say Pelipper is better than Whisk. Oh no, but then there's also Cramorant. Oh, but there's also Palpitoad. Oh, Palpitoad and Rhydon. So should we do like Quillfish, Pelipper, and then like Rhydon? Because Rhydon would be easier to beat if we have a load of water types in the team, is my theory. My game theory. And if you guys want to get all those, like, water and thingy-majig things. I know, we keep getting really good Nihilego paths. Like, really good. Is it just that there are, like, a load of ground and water types in this mode? I feel like we get especially good things, though, is the thing. So, right, Intimidate, here we go. Copperage's attack is down. Everyone's attack is down. Go for the special attacks if you got them. And Dynamax if you've got that as well. So, special and Dynamax and special, all that lovely stuff. Right, I am going to Thunderfang because I don't have special moves. So, okay. So anyway, chat, what else? Mega Dragonite. We saw like the the Yakuza guy. We got to see some good like footage of various things, alphas, megas running around. What else? What else was there? We saw like some Zygarde stuff. We saw AZ in ZA. I'm just trying to think what else was there, because they did spend a good few minutes on it. There's got to be something else. Copperage does nothing to Quillfish. Yeah, just use like your special Max Steel Spike. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I can use Metal Sound if we don't have special moves. Like if like Liepard, I thought Liepard had Snarl, but maybe I'm thinking of like Thievul and Persian and other stuff. Oh no, we just did a ton there, so that's fine. Max Steel Spike. Okay, nice. Excelente. Excelente. We are not hunting Entei. Here we go, Thunderfang. I'm just gonna keep going here because we're doing pretty well here, I would say. Well, no, it's not that Quillfish has bad special defense, but it used Intimidate on us. So we all have rubbish attack stats right now. is the thing. So it's because of the Intimidate. It's not strictly because of its defenses, it's just it lowers our offense. So, a bit like a Gyarados. Like if you're ever against a Gyarados or a Quillfish, you want to go with like Thunderbolts over Thunder Punches, just because of the ability. Like in general. If you switch into something, like if you're against a Gyarados and then you switch into something with Thunder Punch, then you're fine. But if it switches into you, and you get intimidated, then you are in trouble. So, okay, Max Geyser, Crud. Who are we using it against? Who are we using it against? Oh, Lipe, no! Lipe, no! When did Sky become Skevin? That's not fair. That's not fair. That Sky watches Lipe got KO'd. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, that sucks. Rising Voltage, Molecular Rising Voltage. But this is fine. I don't know who... Okay, so if we're going against a Pelipper and then a Rhydon, we need to have a think about who is good to ditch. Like, if I keep my Durant for the whole thing... if I keep my Durant... if a Copperaja... Well, the Copperaja... Copperaja is decent, I will just say. Actually, Copperaja is better, so... who do we get rid? Unless we do ditch Copperaja, because Copperaja's not that great. But we could get rid of... Should we get rid of, like, Lipard? Should we get rid of Lipard? Because Lipard isn't really that useful. And... I think let's get rid of Lipard. I think if you switch for Lipard here. Because... And then we could do... And then Kiba could get rid of the Toxtricity for the Pelipper. Yeah, if Kiba gets rid of Toxtricity next time, it means you'll have a Pelipper for Rhydon, and then we could get rid of the Copperaja for the Rhydon. Because as good as Copperaja is, or I could get rid of Durant for Rhydon, actually. Which makes way more sense. No, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll get rid of Durant for Rhydon. And Kieran could keep the Mammoth. And if we find any science, then Kieran can do some science. Does that sound like a plan? There's no point in me having Durant when I could have a Rhydon. Like, if we're keeping 2 Steel types, we may as well have the Dynamaxing one. We may as well have the Steel type be the non-Dynamaxing Pokemon. So, yeah. So, also, I'm very glad you guys are using Scepter, because you guys have a Toxtricity in your Scepter, and we have a Scepter in the Dynamax on screen right now, and this is why we came up with Scepter. Because, you know, it's like, yes, we are replacing... I mean, luckily, we are replacing Toxtricity here as well, like, that is the plan here. But on those battles where it's like, we'll replace Toxtricity later, it's like, no, we're replacing Toxtricity now, and then it just all gets very confusing. Right, Dynamax if you've got it. Max Ooze is... to be honest, Max Ooze is good here, I would say. But yeah. Oh, whoa, why is the stream all laggy? That's weird. See, why did the stream just get all laggy very quickly? This always happens like 2 hours in. I'm just going to check one thing, guys. Just going to check one thing. Forgive me if the stream is like continuing to lag in a sec. I just want to... My computer cannot handle that much stuff, unfortunately. Nope, that's fine. Okay. Don't know why it got laggy. Right, let's just put the stream back. Hopefully it's fixed now. Pelipper's using Quick Attack on Copperaja. That's honestly like the best thing it could have done. Thunderfang. That's nice. Oh, no, that's really... Why is that so laggy? Like, what is going on? Hang on, I'm going to try that again, but... You're going to lose, like, all the sound. I might even mute myself just quickly for a sec. And then we'll bring me back, we'll bring the game audio back, and then we'll bring the visual back, and we'll see what happens. Nope, still laggy. See, I don't know why it does this. The stream was working fine, and then now it's laggy. And I don't know why. And my OBS doesn't say anything. My OBS isn't saying... Well, actually, no, there is a thing where it says, like, encoding. What does that say? Encoding blah, blah, blah. But anyway. Anyway, Buck, can you guys remember anything else about Pokemon Legends ZA that we haven't already discussed or that you want to add in about it? There was like the Ralts, which we've kind of touched upon, and yeah, and so that kind of revealed that hold items are back. Again, I am kind of looking forward to this Xenoblade style of battling. I do like Xenoblade battling. So, Toxtricity switch, Kiba can switch, then he can go big and have the power to ditch. That right on. Do-do-do, do-do, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Multiplayer hair colors at once. Oh, multiple hair colors. Oh, that's a nice little detail that I did not pay any attention to. That's cool, yes. Oh, the scientists on the left, I'm sorry. We still do need to go for the Rhydon, though, because, like, Porygon is not very good, I'm afraid. But still, Copperaja is not bad. Corbo had a Mega Stone on him, and he was mainly seen with an Arbok Mega. Arbok is a Pokemon that deserves something. I would like it if Arbok evolved, and then the evolution got a Mega Evolution, but... Actually, how many Mega Evolutions are there that are based on a second form? Now there's a question. A lot of Mega Evolutions are either Pokemon that don't evolve, or they are like 3-time evolvers. What are the 2-stage Mega Evolutions? That is my question. My game question. I am just going to Metal Claw here. I don't think a Metal Sound is especially worth it. Dynamax, if you've got it, use the Max Strike, the Max Geyser, and all that lovely stuff. One of the example outfits had black and yellow hair, I believe. No, that's cool. I like that. I would have some, like, green highlights in my hair. There's also a Steelix behind him on the wall. I'd hate it if Mega Steelix is his ace. Oh, that'd be delightfully annoying. Quick, grab another snake and smell its name backwards. Can I suggest the Boa Constrictor? Because Xander, spell that backwards for everyone. I'm too busy fighting. I do it myself, but I'm too busy fighting. Right, here we go. Max Geyser. Yeah, that's why we fight Rhydon. You can beat it in 2 seconds. But Rhydon is weak. Throw a Pokeball at it. We want to catch everything. You don't have to keep him, but always catch him. Ash, catch him. One had an Ombre, too. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I think it's looking really good. They are showing the, like, Switch 2 footage now, so I do wonder what the Switch 1 version of the game is going to be like. But yeah. So yeah, how about I switch for this, just because Copperaja is probably actually better than Durant anyway. No, they're probably about even, but no, actually, no, Copperaja is better, because it resists rock and it's immune to poison. So Copperaja shuts down Nihilego perfectly, whereas Durant doesn't. And I have the Dynamax. I have the power, so I can't wait to see what other hairstyles there are. Yeah. One thing I do like about games, and forgive me here, guys, I'm about to reveal that I am a woke lefty liberal. Had you figured that out? Had you guys figured that out, that I care about other human beings' basic rights and needs? But no, one thing I do like about, like, modern video games, this is a very small thing, but I like it. I like that when you're, like, selecting your character now, they're just like, what do you look like? Or which one of these looks the most like you, or which of these best represents you. I like they do that. I like that they don't say, are you a boy or are you a girl? It's just, here are the different visual options, pick one. Like, I really like that, and I think that's really cool. And I think it's cool that you don't lock anything away but behind a particular option. You just, here are all the options, go nuts and pick whichever one you like the most. I am a cis male person. I am a bloke. I feel like a bloke. I don't really like picking to play as, like, the female character in games and stuff like that. I know a lot of you know me for, like, having grown my hair out to a long length, and I'm kind of currently inadvertently doing the same again. That's because I'm poor. It has nothing to do with my gender. I would get my hair cut if I could. But nevertheless, I still like those options, and I feel like that just best makes sense. And the one game where I kind of have, like, veered into a different direction, I think, is Splatoon 3 kind of had that, where it's just like, pick your avatar. And I think I picked something which, based on previous games, would have been under, like, the girl category. But just, I don't like how the default male, like, squids looking, like their eyes and eye shape and stuff like that just don't look right, and the hairstyles are all weird. The thing that kind of I just kind of liked the aesthetic of the most, I think, was actually like a girl thing in Splatoon 3. But anyway, well done, Team 5. Like, are you a boy or a girl? Because I couldn't tell from your haircut. So, Xander, you have pretty long hair IRL. See, you're looking less and less like Joker all the time. But yeah, as someone with long hair and always has to be female for long hair options, I get it. That's the thing. Just have pick an option. You know, like here's a bunch of options. Pick them. I like that. It's simpler. It saves a menu click. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you a boy or are you a girl? It's like which of these do you like? Like, it's simple. It's like, and again, people will complain like, oh, cleft deliberate. It's like, no, it's just easier and simple. Boom. Like even just from like a game design perspective, it's just a nicer thing. So again, people are gonna get angry for the stupidest reasons. I'm sure there are people who just absolutely rage about this change in video games, that more and more games are opting for this. Which, like, what are you? Instead of like, hey, ask me my gender game. You know. But again, a lot of these people are very lost, sadly. Maybe there's like some redemption for some of them. Maybe there is some hope, but anyway. Just make base character androgynous and go from there. Exactly. Just have options. Have like, you know, aggressive eyes and soft eyes, and long hair and short hair, and different colors of this, and bigger eyes and smaller eyes, and rounder eyes and more ovally eyes, and just do all that stuff. Just have it. Just be like, what do you look like? That's the question. If you are customizing your character's visual appearance, all you need to ask is, what do you look like? And then all you need to make sure you do is you have the correct lighting, and you don't do a Xenoblade Chronicles X where you perfectly design your character, and then as soon as you get in the game, the lighting is totally different from the original option mode. And then you have to wait till you can customize your character to then actually get the correct kind of colors and style that you want, that you actually wanted. So yes. Anyway, Bark, Quillfish is a no. All that to say, Quillfish is a no. Like, so there's my rant on lefty liberalism. Pelipper is not green. Rhydon is not a weird yellow color. But will we get? Drumroll, please. Also, Xander, did you spell boa constrictor backwards? I didn't check. I feel like I should check to see if you actually did that. Because if you did do... Oh my gosh, you did! Wait, hang on. Wait, where'd it go? Hang on, it disappeared. Oh, here we go. Oh, and then you... Rothkart Snock Obe. Love it. Love it. See, who wouldn't want a mega Pokemon called that? But will we get the Golden Lego? So I didn't want to ignore your efforts, Xander, because I'm like, Xander probably did do that, and I should pay attention to it if you did. Will we get the Golden Lego? No. It's Annihilano. Dang. On the one hand, do be careful of do just be careful of mini modding, but two, thank you for warning about language, because yeah, we do have like a language rule on this channel, and language, if anyone is ever gonna mini mod, it would be about like the most egregious of bad language. So no hammers. But yeah, but thank you for like just kind of like fixing. Apparently there was a language issue in chat, and I'm glad that people fixed that and stuff. So okay, right. Anyway, I need to quickly look through these, and then we need to make like Harry McIntyre and finish up the stream. So we've got. I'm just gonna look at the Impish, Dupe, Impish. It's oops, all impish. Will we get an impish Nihilego? It's lonely, lonely. It's Mr. Lonely. Do 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 do. Oh, Kiba, what did you get? Kiba, who or what did you get? Kiba, what did you get? What did you get, Kiba? What did you get? Hey, you guys! What did you get, Kiba? The suspense is killing me. And was it in Scepter or was it in Hours? I mean, I suppose if you say a Nihilego, you'll be, sort of tipping your Scepter Giratina! Okay, well, Kiba's the winner of the day then. I think you have to give that over the Garboda, I think. But the Garboda is a second place. That's awesome! Congrats! Oh, wait, hang on. Who am I picking? Oh, gosh, I nearly... I'll go with the Rhydon. Rhydon's like a good impish, isn't it? I know I don't even need to pick anything, but I was so panicked there. Here's the thing. I want to get into the habit of choosing stuff, because if I start saying no, I could say no to a shiny, and I don't want to do that. So, right, chat. This was lots and lots and lots and lots of fun. I really enjoyed today. I don't know what it is about Tuesdays. We seem to get a lot of people on a Tuesday, I felt. Also, Xander's in 5th place today on the top fans. Like, even spelling boa constrictor backwards is not enough to get you in the top 5, to get you in the top 3 these days. Wow. Who'd have thought? So, Thunderous Kartana, Tapu Bulu, I'm going to say no. So, chat, my lovely chat. You have all been... absolutely wonderful. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we have a no kidding rule here. We never do fake outs with shinies. If someone says they got a shiny, it means they have a shiny, or else they get the hammer. So that's really cool. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. This really has been nice. It's been nice talking about the Direct and hearing your guys' thoughts on it. We've had so many people play along and a bunch of shinies. A bunch of shinies. So well done, everyone. Today is Tuesday, somehow, which means tomorrow is Wednesday, somehow. So tomorrow, Wednesday, that's my day off. Although actually, here's the funny thing. I don't really need to have a day off tomorrow, because I'm not going to be doing the raid hour or anything, I don't think, but it's probably good for me to have a day off, just, mentally and stuff. So that is it. That is all. So I'm good for today, and then I won't be around for tomorrow. And then Xander then jumped up to number 1. You did do 2 in a row, so maybe that was it. Soiled it. Maybe the leaderboard like SpongeBob. So that's all for today. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll be back on Thursday. So lots of love. Please take care. Like the video if you haven't already, though I suspect that you already have. I am hiccuping and belching at the same time. Lots of love, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you real soon. Thank you for your amazing support. Bye.